find more answers, and help to find a path forward. So if that's what you're looking for, you know where to go. Mayo Clinic. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/answers.
You're listening to the Timberwolves Radio Network.
All right, 2 quarters in the books down in Memphis. Minnesota Timberwolves trailing by 9, but some good things to build on after 24 minutes of action. 72-63 is your halftime score. Welcome inside the Minnesota Lottery halftime show. Cal Soderquist here with you from our NBA Tonight studios back in Minneapolis. And in just a second, we'll get to some of the first half highlights from down in Memphis. We'll also dive deeper into that first half box score. Again, the Timberwolves trailing by 9. Grizz led by as many as 13, but the Wolves hanging tough despite first half foul trouble from Karl-Anthony Towns. He was whistled for his 4th halfway through the second quarter, so he had to sit for the remainder of the half. We'll also catch you up on some of the other action around the association, several finals to pass along from earlier this Friday evening, and also some games headed down the wire. Let's start, though, with the highlights. Wolves and Grizzlies. Minnesota tipping off a 4-game road trip and in search of a bounce-back effort after back-to-back dismal defeats on their home floor earlier this week. Tonight, visiting a Memphis team that certainly has started their season strong, 8-4 on the young campaign, and Minnesota and Memphis reigniting that rivalry that we so enjoyed as they traded punches for 6 games in last year's postseason. Wolves hanging tough through the first 6 minutes of the first quarter of this one. Both teams going back and forth, and with all that star power on the floor, no shortage of highlight reel plays like this.
J-Mac with a good cut. Anderson with it into the paint. Bangs away on LaRavia. Went up, lost the ball. Dylan Brooks has it. He'll throw it in the front court. Ja Morant touches it around his back to Brandon Clark, who throws it down with 2 hands. Highlight reel stuff. And spin move inside. Off balance, fall away. Shot is good from 5 feet. He drew the foul.
Great answer from Anthony Edwards right there. He had a dozen in the first quarter. Great to see him aggressive early and backing up his words after the loss to the Suns on Wednesday post-game. Anthony Edwards said that, he and his teammates needed some urgency, and he felt like things would get jump-started coming up tonight. He said the Grizzlies will bring it out of us, and we've seen that mostly we've seen that in this first half from Minnesota, so good signs there. Grizzlies briefly led by as many as 7 in the first quarter, but it was largely a 1-possession game for much of the frame. Grizz led by 3 entering the second, 33-30. They boosted that lead to 8 very early in the second quarter, and the advantage continued to grow thanks once again to Minnesota miscues.
There's D'Lo, tried to lob it inside to Rudy. It got knocked away. Another Wolves turnover. There's Desmond Bane. Right side, Roddy catch and shoot 3. Oh, David Roddy against his hometown team. He's got 5 off the bench. That pushes the lead to 11. Largest of the game.
Triple for the Minnesota native right there. Wolves with 6 turnovers in this first half. Grizz converted those into 12 points. And, up 11 right there. The lead grew as large as 13. And it was this guy keeping Minnesota at arm's length.
29 a game, he gets to the nail, pulls up on a jumper, rejected by McDaniels. He swatted it to the wing, LaRavia's got it, shot clock down to 2, Morant recollects in the corner, fires the 3 and buries it. He's got 16 first half points. Ja Morant puts the Grizzlies up 64-52.
He's up to 19 now. He's sharing the team high scoring honors with Dylan Brooks. They've each got 19. They're the only 2 Grizzly players into double figures. Grizzlies outscore Minnesota 40-18 in the paint. So you heard the Morant triple, but they did the majority of their damage inside. Timberwolves struggling to keep up with really what the Grizzlies love to do is get inside and score those easy buckets. Timberwolves being led by Anthony Edwards. He's got 21 in that first half, 7 of 10 from the field, and went to the free throw line 7 times, 5 of 7 from the charity stripe. You like to see that from Ant. Again, Cat battled the foul trouble, still with